Hello survivors and welcome to a very special video. It's been a little bit of a while since we did a playthrough of one of the Resident Evil board games, but with Resident Evil the board game based on the original remake on Kickstarter right now, it seemed like a good idea to dive into the Tabletopia demo. My name is Sai. I am one part First Aid Spray and one part Steamforged, so I'll be kind of attempting to drive this bus, and I'm joined by Steve.
Hello everybody.
And by James.
Hello.
And if you've clicked on the thumbnail, you'll see which characters we're playing as already. You know, we have chibis for a reason, so I guess it made sense. I'll be playing as Jill, Steve is playing as Barry, and James is playing as Becky, of course. So both of you guys have some experience with Resident Evil the board game before. So we all kind of know the basics of the engine, and a lot of people out there watching probably will as well. But we'll be kind of explaining what we're doing as we're going in terms of how player turns develop as you go and sort of the things that you can do on your turn. But when it comes to things like new aspects and new elements, we'll obviously dive in a little bit deeper. This demo is available for everyone to play, so by all means go and check it out. But if you're curious, maybe, watch us have a bash at it. So returning Resident Evil board game backers and players and people who have at least taken a look will probably be looking at this little corridor right now and wondering why our scenario map is so small, and that is one of the major sort of new parts that makes Resident Evil the board game separate from the previous entries, is the sort of exploration dynamic. So you can see some doors here that we can go and explore, but we don't know what's beyond them yet, and we'll kind of get to that as we go. Before we sort of rock and roll into this, does anybody have any sort of preliminary questions?
It's not really relevant to the game, but why are Jill and Barry threatening Rebecca with guns?
It doesn't look like a great time, does it?
No, it looks like a standoff.
Maybe I'm into that.
Okay.
You don't know.
Maybe. Or maybe it's time to run away, so maybe, James, you want to take the first turn as Rebecca and get away from your slightly suspicious comrades?
So what's our objective?
So basically our objective in this little brief demo scenario is to get to the exit token here, which is this beyond the sword key locked door. You want to get to this little door token, and as I say, it is locked by a sword key, which sadly none of us have in our inventory. So we are going to have to go for a little bit of an explore. So the short version is the TLDR, find sword key and make good on your escape.
Alright, so I'll take my first turn, and we get 4 actions, correct?
That's correct.
Right, so let's so this is a door here?
Mm-hmm.
Is it? Okay. So I'm gonna have to, well, how many have we got? 1, 2, 3, and then open on 4. I'm a little bit of a coward, or rather you probably want your healer to, be at full health so they can heal you. So I'm just gonna go up to that door.
That seems like a good idea.
And then not do anything.
That's probably a good idea, because so basically a player's turn, for those people who don't know, is comprised of 3 parts. There's the action phase, which James has now done by completing up to 4 of his actions, which is an example there. Moving around, opening and closing doors are actions as well, making an attack and picking up items, so on and so forth. After that is the reaction phase. So any enemies that are on the same tile as us, or connected tiles, which in this case, if James had opened that door, there's that zombie there that they can now see and hear him, they would make a reaction. So that's been sort of like, that's the wise decision, I think, is perhaps just to wait and not let that zombie roll
Wait for
in
the
your
big
direction.
hitters.
Yeah, right. I mean, we have Barry, right? So
We do.
and the final part of your turn is the tension deck. So you need to draw a card from the tension deck to see, well, how tense the situation is, what's lurking out there, and so on and so forth.
All clear.
All clear. You are all fine. Nothing to worry about.
Alright.
Flavor text, James.
Oh, flavor text, sorry. This will be the first time I've seen that.
So if you double click on it, it should bring it up big.
You pause, ears strained for even the slightest sound. Nothing beyond your own ragged breathing. So, that means you're safe for now. Are you sure about that? I don't know, game! I don't know!
Okay, Steve, do you want to go second?
Yeah, sure.
Bring the muscle.
1, 2, 3, 4. I declare this spot also mine, and that I can't even activate the door. So that's great. That is
actually. So your character can move in any way that you want. So if you're moving off that space, you can move diagonally. So 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
So you do have another action
One,
if you want. If you want to open the door.
As much as I would like to, I want to engage a zombie when I've got 4 turns, as opposed to 4 moves, as opposed to 1. I'm sure.
Yeah, it's clever, although we have to keep an eye on that tension deck, because if that deck runs out, it's game over. So,
good point. However, I'm going to abdicate responsibility to my comrades and pick up a tension deck card.
Okay.
And what we got? Let's have a look. All clear. Fatigue burns hard, your muscles complaining as your frayed nerves about this long night of sustained terror. But, for a moment at least, you found respite. Blessed pause to calm your nerves and consider your next move.
Your next move, standing in front of a closed door. Well, I'm going to do very similar. So let's say I'm in the same space because it's a little bit awkward. I got that extra action as well, but you know what? I think it's time. We're all in the same space. Let's not dilly-dally any further. So with my 4th action, let's get the show on the road. I'm going to flip the door open.
Oh boy.
So it's reaction phase now, as we talked about. Now that I've completed my 4 actions, I'm going to knock Barry over first of all. Sorry, Barry. So these enemies are going to move. They're not in range to attack, so they're going to move. So this zombie's going to move into our space. So we're all hanging out in the same square there. And this guy over here is going to move a little bit further.
Does that mean that space now is now full?
Yes. So spaces have a limit, in this case, of 4 small miniatures. So if this other zombie further on the corridor did make his way all the way up here, he couldn't actually do anything because we're all kind of huddled together. And that obviously can change depending on the size of enemies. We've got bigger enemies that can take up more space in a square. And those also affect your evade rolls, which we'll probably get to a little bit more as we get in. But I don't have to make an evade roll because it moved, it didn't attack, so I don't have to evade anything right now. So my turn ends also with the tension deck. Let's remember how to draw 1. No, well, that works.
Just click and drag, yeah.
Let's plop it there. Oh, it's all clear. All appears safe, but you don't dare relax. In this haunted nightmare, the slightest lapse of concentration can lead to an untimely demise. If you're able to make it out alive, you need to keep moving. See, I was right. Stay on your toes. Anything can change in a split second, even in a quiet place like this. All right, so we rotate back round to Becky. Time to start blasting.
All right, guys.
Or dodging. It's up to you.
I'm gonna slash this zombie.
Oh, knife time, is it?
Yeah. Oh, wait. I should have 15 bullets, right?
You should have 15 bullets.
There we go. Yeah. So I'm gonna see if I can kill this zombie.
Oh, you don't have a knife, actually.
Oh, I don't have a knife.
No, Rebecca doesn't have a knife. So you're gonna have, if you want to make an attack, you're gonna have to fire a few.
I will shoot it in the face.
Okay. So before you do that, just for the benefit of those watching at home that haven't played the game, fairly straightforward. What you're seeing here, this ammunition dial. When you make an attack, you move that down however much ammo you're spending, which usually is going to be 1. And on the handgun card here, you can see various aspects of the way that it works. So the first symbol is its range. Handgun, line of sight. Basically, if you can draw a straight line to it, you can make an attack, which in this case, with a zombie right in our square, not going to be a problem. The second symbol is how many dice you have to roll to make that attack. So 1 blue dice in this case. And then the second 2 are the results of that die. If you get this sort of like shooting arrow bullet thing, you can score a push and push the enemy into an adjacent square of your choosing. And the final one is how much damage you could score. If you score this sort of glass shattering effect, you score 1 damage, which is enough to put a zombie down. And most importantly about the handgun that makes it special compared to other weapons, it has the rapid fire ability, which is this symbol at the bottom, which means that you can roll up to 3 dice and spend that much ammunition, so 1, 2 or 3, as part of a single action. So you can kind of meter it out how you see fit. So James, how many shots are you willing to take?
So I'm just going to highlight to folks like the 1 HP this zombie has. So if I do manage to get those, like even 1 attack in, this guy is a corpse. But we'll just see if my luck is awful. So I'm gonna go like burst fire on this one.
Okay, that's fair.
Oh wait, how do I?
If you want to roll 3, it's shift click to select them, and then it's R to roll.
Yeah, okay. Oh god.
All right.
Oh, we got a hit.
So you pushed it twice and then scored a damage either way. So actually, this is something rather important that I can talk about now. So I think what's important about the Resident Evil board games, something that, speaking as a fan before I worked at Scene Forge, that I loved the most about the last 2 games is how, the guys behind the scenes really took care to make the board games feel specifically like the video game entry that it was based on. Not just Resident Evil in general, but specifically like that game. So, of course, rather important aspects about the 2002 version of Resident Evil are a part of this game. Which, of course, means if you're killing a zombie, you want to take its head off, or you want to burn its body. Otherwise, it's going to come back as something much worse. So just like in a video game, if you kill a zombie, it's going to drop down on the floor, and then we have to find a way potentially to dispose of it later. So what happens now is this zombie model goes, and you get a corpse marker instead, which we'll talk a bit more about in a moment. But because you've scored pushes, technically you could push it well out of the way and then drop the corpse marker where you were, wherever you like. Because you could push it twice and then drop it sort of further along or in the square where it already is. It's all completely up to you. But this is actually a rather cool moment of decision making for you, because the more we step on that corpse, the more likely it's going to get back up.
Right. So, in an immersive sense, this is me shooting it twice in the chest, so it pushes back, and then shooting it in the head.
Right, or you could shoot it in the shin, so it just falls straight down
Right.
where it is or something, if that's what you want to do.
But yeah, I definitely want to push this 2 away, because I don't want you guys rolling and it potentially turning into a new corpse.
You are a big fan of the is it early 2000s film Wanted? I'd recommend pushing it backwards.
Okay, so it's...
Because then we don't have to tread over a corpse then, do we? If we put it like, in the room we came from.
It's a very good point. You can push it backwards. Shoot in the leg and it stumbles straight past us. You could theoretically put it right behind us, and we shouldn't have to worry about it as much.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, I'll do that then.
Okay, cool. So
Yeah, I'll
let's
push it
take it.
back.
So this is the corpse marker to basically represent the body, where the body is. So 1, 2. So in this corner here. So that'll be helpful, because then we don't have to worry about that one so much. Cool.
See?
So
Have a brain.
very, very clever move, Steve. So now that you've made an attack, we get an out-of-sequence reaction. So any enemies that are on the same tile or linked will also make a reaction, because they've, seen or heard something they don't like. So this zombie's going to move towards us, attracted by gunfire. So Rebecca has 3 more actions.
All right, I'm gonna shoot this guy too.
Rebecca taking charge.
Shift right. Ah, it's 2 pushes.
2 pushes. That's not great.
It's not great. I tell you what, I'll do it again.
It has to
But
react
he's-
first, doesn't it?
He's
Or-
gonna move. Is he gonna move forward?
Well, no, because you've actually hit it by scoring those pushes, so it wouldn't move forward. It just determines, where
okay.
you want to push it. You could push it, let's say, to the left into the wall if you don't want it to go anywhere.
No, I don't want it to get anywhere near us, so yeah, I'll push it back again.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I will do another 3 shots.
Wow, you're going to burn through that ammo.
Well, I got 2 strapping people next to me with big bullets, so...
That's fair.
Alright, that's a dead zombie.
There's a dead zombie.
Well, that's a corpse, sorry.
Yeah. Alright, so...
And 2 pushes.
Yes. So what you could even do is push it into the sort of opposite corner.
Yeah, I think I'll do that. Yeah, just because one of us is going to go get that item, right? That A item?
Yeah, probably. At least that way, we can sort of diagonally move through that room. Let's move him over there somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Cool. What's that? You got 1 more action
And
now.
I got 1 more action, so I'm going to move 1 space. Boom!
Alright. There's no enemies to react. We've taken care of all of them. So it's time to draw a attention card.
Fear, hunger, exhaustion. All are demons threatening to drag you down, but you won't let this evening be your last. Where another might find defeat, you only know resolve. You are a member of Stars, and you have a duty to perform.
Very inspiring. Alright,
That's
Barry.
my turn.
Sure go.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3. We need to get a move on, but I'm not sure the new rule changes regarding stepping into a thing with a corpse. So let's find out.
So basically, it's exactly how you remember it from previous games. So for those of you who don't know, if you end an action, if you perform an action in the same space as a corpse, then you roll the black die. So in this case, Steve has ended an action by standing in the same square as the corpse. So he's going to roll the black die. If he rolls the umbrella symbol, which he hasn't, the corpse would have got back up. So you're safe.
All right. And that's my last action, I think.
Nice and straightforward.
Unfortunately, we've also had like 4 all clears in a row, so I don't think our luck is going to last. Oh, thank crumbs.
You know what? I'm going to shuffle that deck real quick.
All clear. Dust falls above in a thin trail, accompanied by the thump of thump steps. They're on the hunt looking for you, but for now, you're mercifully alone and free of foes. Best keep it that way if you can. That reminds me of Treyguard from bloody Nightmare, that last phrase.
Yeah. I was expecting the maniacal laughter.
Okay, so I will be here, won't I? So I've got 4 actions. 1, 2. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. I'm going to flip the door, and I'm going to be brave. I'm going to walk through the door into the unknown. So this is
so brave, Si.
to explain something new. So this card here represents where we are. As you can see, we've got starting points here, although technically I guess we should have been split up at the beginning, my bad. And yeah, as you can see, a couple zombies, it's exactly what you expect. I've walked through the door labelled 2. So what we need to do is find the exploration card with a 2 on it, which is handy right on the top. I'm going to flip that over, and this shows us what's beyond that door, which is just the one room, just this highlighted green room. So it's what we call a 3x2 or a 6-space room. So it's going to be this one over here, and I'm going to plonk that tile down. There's an A item in the bottom corner, and importantly, there's one of these guys in here. So, for those of you who have played the previous board games, and again, for those of you who haven't, when you're walking into new rooms before, we used to have this thing called the encounter table, where you'd roll the black die, and depending on what number you get, depends on what's in the room. So, what we have instead now is an encounter deck to go with this new exploration system. So, not only do you have no idea what rooms are out there and how they're going to connect to the rest of the mansion, you also have no idea, even 1 to 6, if you've been in this would be a yellow room previously. If you've been in a yellow room before, you at least have some idea of what to expect. It's always going to be different in this. So what I do is I remove this token and I draw a single card from the encounter deck. So there are amber and red rooms as well that draw multiple cards, but luckily just the one for me. So I'm going to draw from the encounter deck, and it is a corpse, spawn a corpse. And at the end of this character's tension phase, replace each corpse on this tile with a zombie. So it's a corpse for about 5 seconds probably. So we'll drop that on the closest spawn point, which is there. That's my last action. There's no reactions. I'm going to draw from the tension deck. Oh, it's an amber. Sounds outside. Groans echo through open windows and hands clutch at the glass. Lay low until they're gone. If this character leaves their current tile during their next turn, they must draw 2 extra cards in the next tension phase. Okay, so I just have to remember to stay in that room unless I want to draw more cards, which is probably going to happen, so that's cool. So that's my turn. That's the tension phase over. So as the encounter card said, as the corpse is going to get right back up, unfortunately.
Boo.
So I got a new friend. All right. Becky, it's down to you.
Man. I really want to get to that item A because I really want a knife. But
I can tell you now.
I won't even know if I get a knife, actually.
You have 6 bullets, though.
I'm pretty sure there isn't.
Murderer.
I'm pretty sure there isn't a knife in the item A. So maybe,
damn it.
Maybe you can ask Barry nicely for his knife. I don't know.
No, I wouldn't ever deprive Barry of his knife. Okay, Man, yeah, Becky's doing a whole bunch this game. I'm just gonna go this doorway and I'm gonna protect my friends. Gonna protect Jill, even though I don't know Jill at this point, probably.
I mean, a little bit, probably.
And I got 6 bullets, so I'm gonna fire.
I was gonna say actually, what we could do, speaking cooperatively, if you'd like to save your ammo, if you flip that door token now, when it comes to your reaction phase, it's just enemies that are on your tile and connected tiles, and now the door's shut, nothing's gonna react. So that at least helped me. So if you want to save your ammo, I'm feeling okay. So it'd be nice if you could just swing that door closed on your way past at least.
All right, then I'm just going to put my thumbs up and then close the door on you. For my second action, and then for my third and fourth. Well, 1, 2, and no reactions because I closed the door.
Yep.
So now it's just tension. Please be good. It's all clear.
All right.
Dust falls from above in a thin trail, accompanied by the thump of footsteps. They're on the hunt, looking for you. This is the same one Steve had. But for now, you're mercifully alone and free of foes. Best keep it that way, if you can. Just, laugh.
Wonderful.
So, remind the old person in the room, Steve, if I was to pick up item A now, do I have to roll again for the zombie, or...?
Yeah, because you're performing an action, and you're doing so in the same square as a corpse, you would have to roll to see if it gets up or not.
Should I roll first, or get the item first?
You'll be doing the action, then doing...
Yeah, so
right?
Draw your item A card.
A dagger! Oh, it's a self-defense dagger, isn't it?
Yes. So yeah, that's quite a handy thing to have.
Okay.
And then,
Oof.
oh, you already done it. Okay, cool.
And now the wheel of fate is turning. Hey! That zombie is still a corpse. Right?
Yep. Still a corpse.
Okay. I suppose we should get a move on. So action 2, I say, hello, Rebecca, check out this sweet dagger I've got, and then open the door.
Cool.
Okay, so that's action 3. If I don't go into the room straight away, is that going to be an issue, or... let's get... What do you reckon? Should I step in for my last action and get this show on the road?
Yeah, be bold. Go on.
Yeah,
Okay,
you got a spare action, right?
My last action is opening into the room.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, be bold. Say what to do with the things I
Oh,
said.
goodness me. Right. Where's the 2 by...
Right, so, yeah, again on the card you're looking for number 3. So we draw card 3. We flip that over. And it is this one here. So we're coming in from tile 1, which is
I see.
The bottom left there. You can see 1. So we're looking for... Luckily with Tabletopia we stuck all these tiles together for you. So you're looking for this one here.
Wow, I was subtle and went into a massive complex of rooms. Boof.
So we'll make sure we place down everything before we get too far ahead of ourselves. So there's a door there. There's a door. I'm placing these very not straightly, I apologise.
George Trevor was having an off day when he built the house, it's fine.
There we go. There we go. Okay. There's a door connecting these rooms. Thank you. And there is a door. Is that in the centre? Yeah. And off to the side as well. So it's quite a lot. Yeah, you've uncovered quite
so many doors.
an
Typical
expanse of
Barry.
things. Yeah, and 3 B items, which is exciting. So there's one here. So there's one here, and there's one here as well. I think that's everything. You just need your encounter cards now. So this is an amber room.
Oh,
This is
goody.
an amber room, yeah. And this is the red room. So, yes, you've uncovered quite a lot. Let's put it that way. But because you've now stepped into this room, you have to draw 2 cards as per the amber encounter deck token from the encounter deck. James has
Oh
picked up
god,
some
I just
of the
moved this
mansions.
by accident.
It's alright. It's alright.
Okay, so help me out here. Which card set am I picking up from again?
You're looking for the
is
one
it-
with the umbrella logo on the
Oh,
center.
okay. So 1, 2. So the first one is a faint groan reaches your ears, followed by a rustling sound as air rushes into lungs once still, and a lifeless heart begins to beat with an urgent drum. After resolving any encounter cards, replace the closest corpse with a zombie. Okay, and the next one is the exact same. So 2 corpses are about to reanimate in a rather video game-like fashion, and we're all going to go, thanks, Steve, well done.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
So does it say closest?
The closest corpses. So.
Oh, brilliant.
How many bullets you got left, James?
6.
Okay, so that's 5 for the zombies and 1 to shoot me.
Okay. Yeah, that's rather unfortunate.
And now there's a reaction phase, right?
There is a reaction phase indeed. So they are going to move towards the closest character that they can, which is going to be Becky. She's going to be having a fun little time.
Sorry. How do we get them set up?
Q and E tends to flip them in the right direction.
These guys they're just having a pie.
They've only just woke up. They're a bit tired.
I'm going to put myself on the outside.
I mean, the mood is there. We know what's going on, even if the zombie is a bit alcoholically enhanced.
Oh, what is going on?
He's dancing. He's just dancing.
You know, breakdancing zombies are not what I was expecting today. I apologise. Oh, Jill's flying. Right, okay.
It's oh, okay. So this zombie's decided. Yeah, he's gone for a nap.
It's chaos. Cats and dogs living together.
There we go. We'll just retire this zombie.
There we go.
You go, drop him over there somewhere. That's fine.
Jill's having a moment, but we're fine. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So they've moved to my square, but they don't get an action, do they?
No.
They don't get to attack me.
No, because their reaction was just the movement. So you're okay for now.
Right. Tension deck time. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, it's an all clear. Okay.
Nice.
In times to come, this evening will define you. How you overcame the challenges ahead, how you defeated your enemies, how you triumphed and resolved this mystery. Don't let this beat you. You will make it out. You must survive. I might have proofread that a little badly, but you know, the general gist is we're all good. We're all good.
Nothing to worry about. Okay, so it's going to be my turn next. So this can be nice and easy, I think. So 1, 2, 3 to pick up. Let's do that first of all. So I'm going to draw from the A deck, which is going to be handgun magazine. Something that Rebecca probably needs more than I do, but there you go. That's life. And then for my last action, I'll go and put that with my character sheet in a moment. I am going to actually, you know what? I'll take it now because I think I'm going to make an attack. See if I can take the zombie out, because otherwise I'm going to have a bit of a struggle getting out of here. Oh.
I just realised something, Si.
What's that?
None of us have a lighter.
No, that's right. None of us have a lighter. That's well spotted, actually. That's the advantage of Mr. Redfield over there, that he gets to start with a lighter. So we can't actually dispose of these corpses just yet. Very, very fine observation. Okay, so I'm going to... Yeah, I'll make an attack. Whoops. Take apart my inventory. So I'm just going to take 2 shots. 3 seems a bit too much. I feel confident. 2 pushes. Well, that's not great. So I'll just push him into that corner, which means he won't react to my shot. But on the reaction phase, he will move forward. And attention. Oh, no, that's the whole deck. I love tabletop here, guys. And attention is keep quiet. A horde of undead fiends prowl relentlessly nearby, hungry for flesh. Don't say a word lest they descend upon you. During the next turn, if any player speaks, the active character must immediately draw a tension card. Discard this card at the end of your next turn. So, Barry's turn, I guess, right?
Yeah.
I think I might have messed up the turn order there. I think I took my turn too early, didn't I, or something?
It's James's turn. I didn't want to break any rules.
Well, as soon as we say it's my turn, then we can. So,
right.
It's my turn.
Okay, yeah. So it's your turn. So go ahead and do not talk. It's going to be really hard to I'm going to let myself talk as someone who's trying to record this.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out where you're going, what you're doing. Oh. Hunter's card's gone for a... Oh! Okay, so we went for an attack. That's fair. Okay, so basically we haven't actually had this result yet. So what's happened here, this is why I'm allowing myself to talk, is because James has missed an attack, or at least hasn't done enough to actually cause any effect to the enemy. Maybe the bullet's just sunk right into his chest for all we know. He's going to prowl on relentlessly, so he's going to come and join you in that space.
James is out of bullets now, isn't he? He's fired two sets of 3-round bursts.
Might be time to run. But, you know, I will leave it in. So, since you're on the space with the zombie, make sure you roll your evade. You did successfully do it. So we're looking for any of these symbols, so that's fine. Okay. And then I think that's all your actions, I suppose. So, reaction phase would be, yep. He's going to come and join you in that room. And then, tension deck.
I'll read this. Are the footsteps you hear at the edge of your are the footsteps you hear at the edge of earshot another survivor, or do they belong to something else entirely? Regardless, one thing is clear: if you can hear them, they can hear you too. Oh wait, hang on. Fudge. I mean, can I redo that?
Why? What's occurred?
I had 2 actions left, and I could have just moved in and closed the door.
For the sake of the fact it's being recorded, history has to stay consistent.
You're right.
I'm okay with that. I think you should stick with that decision now.
Yeah, well, I could have closed the door there, guys, which meant that this zombie wouldn't have come in and also would not have activated on reaction. But because I was a silly Billy, and because of the be quiet kind of thing, I was kind of stressed out.
I mean, to be fair, that is kind of what it's there for.
Yeah.
I mean, in that situation, it might have been better just to run and close the door behind it. Keeping in mind that Resident Evil as a video game, at least when you're playing it the first time, which is something that we want to reflect in the board games, isn't necessarily about gunning everything down. And now at this point, you've got 0 ammo left, and that's kind of what happens when you try and take out every zombie you come across. So at least you've got Barry to protect you.
I wanted to immerse myself in the experience.
Of itchy trigger finger. Speaking of which, Barry and your itchy trigger finger, it's your turn.
Okay, so Barry has a unique skill with his handgun that's hopefully going to help me out here. But just in case, because I have a young charge to protect, I'm going to do a consistent 3-round burst and hope for the best.
Okay, sounds good.
Alright, is it shift select to do multiple things? It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Alright, okay, so rolling. Awesome. So I think I can show off this.
Yeah.
Barry has a skill. Go on, sorry, I'll just get the camera.
Yeah, no, you're quite right. The accurate skill gives Barry... I think Sherwin described it to me as easy mode when it comes to killing things. He's not just looking for that double hit, sort of double glass smashy result to get a wound. If you get what's called a full evade, which is this full arrow here, which Steve did roll one of them, that also counts as a wound. So Barry has done a very Barry thing.
Oh, Barry.
Zombie died and became a corpse. Again. Alright, so for the rest of my turn, I'm going to just do action 2, and then action 3, and then I will investigate whatever this bee is while falling over, like I've had too many things to drink. Right. So...
How'd you make him stand up?
I got it. There we go.
And Steve picked up an old key, because he's an old man and needs all his keys. I don't know, right. There is nothing to react, so thankfully... It's just tension deck card.
Yeah, that's a good thing too, considering we got some new rooms to go into.
Okay. All clear. Fatigue burns hard. Your muscles complaining as much as your frayed nerves about this long night of sustained horror. But for a moment at least, you found respite. Blessed pause to calm your nerves and consider your next move. We've had that one before, but I feel it's nice. I like those cards. They're very nice.
I like the flavor text.
I was gonna say, who doesn't like flavor text? Okay. 1, 2, 3 to open the door. So yeah, I think I'm going to have to. I'm going to take my own advice and peg it. So 1, 2, 3 to flip the door open, 4 to come through. That zombie is going to follow me on the reaction phase, but he can't get any further than that right now. But now that these doors are connected, there's a possibility that he'll move a bit more, but we'll see how it goes. So I'll draw a attention deck card, nice and simple. Oh, cornered. Ah. A vicious snarl sends a shiver down your spine as you realise your foe has found you once more. Locate the closest tile where there are enemies, but no characters. Remove the enemy on the tile with the highest threat level and place them on this character tile on the closest spawn point. So just to quickly show, threat level is this first icon on the enemy cards. So we haven't really looked at these yet. This is your threat level. The second one is your movement speed for the enemy. So zombies shamble along at once. And as we said, zombie health is just 1. So looking at that, for example, a hunter has a threat level of much higher, which is 4. But there is only that one zombie, so it is going to be that one zombie. And the closest spawn point, well, he can't spawn on my square according to the rules, so he'll be over here with his corpse. So I thought I was going to shut the door in his face, but I guess he had other ideas, which is unfortunate. Okay.
Now I realise we've been shooting zombies along the way and killing them, but the fact that you have gone into a room, stumbled into a zombie, and then left the room and the zombie has followed you, this is now canonically Mr. Peruk.
Yeah, it does feel a bit like that, doesn't it? I'm pretty sure what I was in there is called a dining room, but I may be mistaken. Well, that's obviously the gallery artwork, so...
Is it my turn now?
Yes.
I'm going to close this door.
Please do. So you will have to roll for the corpse for moving in that square.
That's fine.
And then roll again. Yeah, he says down. Roll again for closing the door. For two actions.
Oh.
Yeah, so moving into the square was one roll, and then closing the door while you're still standing on its head is another.
Right, cool. And then I'm probably going to have to roll it again because I want to move out of this space.
No, it's just if you end an action there. So it's basically if you're... Just imagine if you're stepping onto it or are already stood on it. In this case, you're stepping off of it. It's not too bothered.
Got you. Okay. Then I'll use my final to... Wait, what was that? That was 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. No reaction. All clear. You pause, ears strained for even the slightest sound. Nothing beyond your own ragged breathing. So that means you're safe for now. Are you sure about that?
This game really wants to ask you that question, doesn't it?
Are you sure about that?
You specifically. Alright, Bazza.
I'm trying to think about this tactically because obviously you need to get into this room. If I go into this room and then trigger another pocket of zombies...
well, Steve, here's the thing. Right? You're, like, Barry begins with B. And there's a big E in that room. So I think it's destiny.
It's fate. Yeah, don't worry about me. I'm a seasoned member of Stars. I'll be fine.
Okay, I just had something I wanted to check, so action 1 was open the door.
Maybe you'll go outside and get eaten by a monster.
Yeah. So for action 2, I'm going to step in if Barry can move, but he's currently wholly and locked in place. There we go. Right.
So yeah, this is an amber room. So you're drawing 2 encounter cards. So let's go do that. Go see what lurks beyond.
Okay, so 1 is spawn 1 zombo. That's fine by me. And spawn another zombie. Okay. It's double trouble. It's the Hammer Brothers from Resident Evil. Wait, that's Mario.
So they are going to spawn. They would actually more than... The best way to do it would probably just split them across the spawn points in the room. But there is only one available since they can't spawn on you. And I don't think it's... Yeah, you're standing on the other one. So they'll both be around that corner waiting for you.
Mm.
You got 2 more actions.
So, how much item space have I even got? I can still pick up, right?
Yeah, Barry's got 6, but you've got room.
Okay. 3, and then 4 will be whatever item card B is. For the sake of the camera, it is a lighter of lighter. Yes.
Sweet nectar of life.
And now the zombies react.
They do indeed. So they're going to try and come around the corner towards you. What I love about doing demos of this with people from the RE community is that everyone so far has made the lighter of lighter comment.
Okay, and now for the piece de la resistance, let's see what the texture deck's going to do to me. All clear. Oh, thank you, praise Sherwin. Okay, right. All clear. In times to come, this evening will define you, and Steve has read this bit, so we're going to just move on. He says, having praised the texture deck cards last time. He's a conflicted individual, is our Steve. Alright.
Okay. My turn seems very clear. 1, 2, 3 to flip open the door, 4 to step in. I've stood on a corpse on my way, so let's roll that die. It stays down. Now there's going to be reactions. So that was because that was right. 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4. So this zombie's going to move forwards, which is unfortunate. And so are these two, because all these rooms are now connected via open doorways. Sorry,
Yikes.
Steve.
It's okay. It's all good.
And I will draw from attention deck. Also, reanimate.
Oh, fantastic.
Dead eyes flicker open to reveal milky orbs as the closest corpse rises unsteadily to its feet. Remove the closest corpse and replace it with a zombie. So now we have a lighter. You are starting to see why it might be good to take advantage of that. Thank goodness we have one now, although it's a bit late for old Jill over here. Okay, and that's my turn. Becky, it's your go. I was actually going to beg that you come and shut this door over here to keep this one zombie out, but
I was thinking about it, but I also like.
I think you should probably save Barry a little bit.
Yeah, because Barry's in a bad situ right there.
Keep in mind, James, you are currently Rebecca No Bullets.
Oh, I know that. It's okay. I am ambulance.
I think you're Becky Door Shutter. I think.
Yeah.
That's my name. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This guy's gonna attack you, say?
He is indeed. So I'm going to have to make an evade roll for this zombie. Attacks come first, then we'll do movements. So, actually, I haven't necessarily highlighted this yet. So I'm just going to quickly pop over to my character card.
And dodges.
Yes. So alongside character names, we have how many dice you would roll to make an evade. All of our stars members here use 2, except Barry, because he's, he's a bit on the heavier side. There's a bit more bulk to him, so it's harder for him to evade, but he at least gets to make up for it by easy mode shooting, as we talked about. The second symbol is your inventory space. Jill actually gets to carry 8, just like in the video game. She gets a little bit more than everyone else, so that's handy. And then finally is the amount of kerosene that your character can carry, which is 3 for Jill, which are these tokens here alongside the character. But we haven't used any so far, but I can see that becoming a thing very soon. So yeah, let me roll these 2 dice to make an evade to avoid this attack. I rolled the medium evade, that's enough. Now this zombie will make a move because he couldn't make an attack, and he's going to come in here as well. That'll do.
Hi.
Cool. Is it your attention now, James?
Yes. Okay.
Fantastic.
Dust falls from. Yeah.
All right, Barry. Time to take him out. It's up to you to take out Umbrella.
Okay, yeah. Let's go from the 2-round burst on the closest undead shuffly man. Okay, so rolling. Please don't screw me, Tabletopia. That's another hit, is it? That's a nothing.
Hit. So they're going to make
dang it.
They're out of sequence reaction, which means that both of them are going to move into your face.
You're getting a bit claustrophobic, lads. I'm not trying to be funny. Right, so action 2 is a more desperate and more panicked 3-round burst.
That seems fair.
Boof. So I have 2 pushes. And I can only do it on one target, right? I can't do it on both.
Yeah, you must choose a target.
And now I need to do an evade for this chap. Is that right?
Because you've scored an attack, you don't have to worry about that.
Okay.
It's only if you totally whiff it that the zombies kind of take advantage of you.
In that case, confidence rebuilt. Steve does a 2-round burst for his third action on the zombie that's currently staring him in the face.
Best of luck.
And he pushes him.
So you're going to push him. This guy that you pushed already is going to now react to that and move forward.
I feel like we've gone through a time loop and I've just spent 5 bullets. Well, no, 7 bullets. Okay.
Yeah, tricky.
My options are limited because if I try and evade, not only is it going to be a difficult evade because I'm Barry, it's going to be a more difficult evade because there's multiple zombies to do it.
Yes. So you've definitely been going about it the right way. You've just unfortunately not been putting them to rest, which is a shame.
Okay, I have a spare handgun magazine so I can look at Rebecca and go, look, this is how you miss bullets. And do another 3-round burst at the nearest zombo. Come on, Tabletopia.
Oh. Hey, there we go. Well, one of them will move towards you, but one of them is dead. So that's something.
I mean, I didn't whiff the shot there, did I?
No, but you'll have only killed one. You focus on one
yes,
enemy.
I see.
So you've corpsed one, and the other one's continued the march. So that is your turn. So it's evade roll time now for the reaction. The zombie's going to try and chow down.
And Barry only gets the 1 dice, doesn't he?
That's correct, unfortunately.
And
that's enough.
He's deft enough, the big lad. Okay, right. Attention deck card.
Oh dear.
Deathly rasp. A sinister growl echoes from the walls, dripping with malicious intent. But where is it coming from? Are you under attack? Draw and encounter a card. Alright, so what are these bad boys, yes?
It is indeed.
Spawn 1 corpse.
Okay. The corpse was rasping, I suppose. The closest spawn point is directly behind you with these 2 corpses.
Oh my giddy aunt.
So, or with this other corpse, but the hope is that there'll be 3 corpses by the end of your next turn. That's what I'm putting for.
We can take care of that though.
We can now that we have a lighter. That's what I'm hoping. That's going to be the situation. But in the meantime, I've got another situation to deal with here. Goodness. I guess I should. I've got ammo to spare, so no. Let's take a couple shots at one of them and see what happens. So let's roll a couple of blue dice. Yeah, excellent.
Nice.
So I'm going to push him and then kill him. So the corpse is out there. We shouldn't have to worry about that. Get out of the way. Do you know what? I'm feeling confident now. Let's go. Let's do it again. 2 more shots. A push. All right, that's good enough for me. So
stick him in there.
Stick him in that room. Third action is to close the door in his face. And then the 4th action, I suppose, is to start making our way forward. You know, I'm going to go here and we can decide where we're going later. So no reactions. All doors are closed, thankfully. And I'm going to draw from the tension deck. And it is also all clear.
Nice.
Cool.
I want to open this door.
Sounds like a good idea. Why not? Split up and search for survivors in the other rooms. Okay, so
what we got here?
Just moved the wrong thing. So that is card number 4 that we're looking for. So we go to the exploration cards. We flip that over. Card number 4. So we're looking for a long L tile and then a P-shaped tile as well. So that's that one there, and that plonks in there. And now this starts to make a bit more sense. So these doors that we've seen before kind of have an idea of where they're going to lead to, which is nice.
Fantastic.
So the map is starting to build out. Let me just move this because this tends to...
I do really like the fact that the exploration is a constantly sprawling thing, as opposed to, like, you can see the map and plan out a lot more in RE3 and RE2.
Right. Absolutely. It's just another way to add to the sort of like tension and the dread, isn't it? Like in later scenarios, so I mentioned earlier the tension deck, and if that runs out, we're kind of boned. It is the timer for the game. In other scenarios, you have the typewriter, of course, which resets that timer. You can have instances where you're running around the map not knowing where your closest typewriter is because you haven't explored enough yet. So there could be instances where you're looking at that tension deck getting very low and not knowing even which way to go for the typewriter, which is very cool. And by cool, I mean terrifying. Okay, so we got... What else have we uncovered? An A item, 3 zombies, and the fixed narrative token. Let's plunk the zombies down. See if I remembered where they were. Where were they?
Where's our little map card?
Okay.
I can't see it. There it is.
One's over there. I think he was there, wasn't he? I'll tell you now, this is a hell of a lot easier with practical physical components than it is online. This is making it look a lot more long-winded than it actually is.
I don't know. I kind of like the drunk zombies that stumble over. It's adding to the charm.
That's definitely a benefit, certainly.
I like that this goes back on itself as well. Like you can go back to the beginning.
Right, and now that we've seen how you can open that one-way door, just like in the game, where it's like, oh, it's locked from the other side. Now we have an idea of, oh, that A item just vanished. I think it's underneath the room. There you go, that'll do. And is there anything else? Oh, the narrative token. See, which is, where is that hidden? There it is. Okay. And then it's also slipped
Well, that's
through.
hidden on the board.
That's fine, we know where that is. And I think there was an extra doorway, wasn't there? Okay, cool. That's a bit more like it. That'll certainly do. How many more actions did you have, James, or was that it? 1, 2, 3.
No, that was. I got one more. I got one more action left. Well, do you know what? I'm gonna close this door.
That's probably a good idea. I like that idea.
Yeah. No. So now it's attention. Oops. Attention. All clear. All appears safe, but you don't dare relax in this haunted nightmare. The slightest lapse of concentration can lead to an untimely demise. If you are to make it out alive, you need to keep moving and stay on your toes. Anything can change in a split second, even in a quiet place like this.
Excellent. So just to point out what I did there while you were reading that is that door there, which is, again, slipped through the tile, is locked by that old key. So now we know where Barry's keys go. Okay.
Fortunately, Barry has a problem.
Yeah, Barry's a bit preoccupied at the moment. Okay, so Barry, speaking of which, it's your go.
Yeah, I have assets and options. So at the minute, I have 2 handgun bullets. Well, then I can put some bullets in. But I think attempting to shoot this zombie in the face at point blank range is probably our first recourse. So,
I think so, yes.
Hold on to your butts while Steve rolls these dice. Oh,
nice.
Excellent.
All right.
I mean,
that zombie is now a cadaver. Okay.
That's extra good news because if you had no ammo, you would have had to have made an evade to reload because you're performing an action with an enemy in your square. So that's really good news.
Okay.
Shame there wasn't a push as well.
Well, actually, this actually works out wonderfully because now I can sort of talk about how kerosene and lighters work. So, essentially, as we said, just like in the video game, you want to be burning bodies to get rid of them. You know, it's just generally good practice. So you can spend a fuel, as per the lighter rule, spend a fuel to remove each corpse in either the same square or an adjacent square to this character.
Okay. So I've only got 2 kerosene, so if I'm right in thinking I can use one action to get the one that's on the square I'm on, and then another action to get the 2 in front of me?
Yeah, if you want to really clean down the room, that's definitely a way to go. Yeah, certainly a good idea.
Well, considering I only have 2 kerosene charges, I'm feeling of being economical. So what I'm going to do is, this is probably still stupid and risky, so bear with me. I'm going to kerosene these 2 out, the 2 in front of me on the adjacent square.
Okay, that's a good idea.
So that token can go over there, so I don't have it. And then I'm going to have to do a roll because I'm still on that zombie's head I've just shot.
Correct. Fingers crossed. Oh,
I hate
no.
my life. Of course this happens. Yeah. All right, okay.
Here he is again.
Some say they die, but apparently not. Not in Steve's case. Right, so for my third action, it's going to have to be a panicked reload. isn't it?
I think it might have to be, or a run away and make a bit more space.
Yeah, no, running away, part of valor and all that, isn't it?
Right, exactly. Plus, if you can leave this room, we can try and not go back in there. So.
Okay, a full avoid roll, so sod that guy, I'm off. So action 3, and then action 4.
He lunged for you there and fell over in the process. Alright, so the reaction phase is going to move towards you, and fall over again, and fall over again. This guy does not want to cooperate today. That's fine, he can just be done. Oh, what's this?
He lunged forward. Hey, it's in massive. Here it is. It's almost as if it's scripted.
Is it? Oh god. Okay, so attention deck card. Lurch forward. Unholy vigor possesses the undead as they hurl themselves towards you in a stumbling run. During the next character's reaction phase, all enemies move 1 extra square. So it's not actually a Barry problem.
It's not a Barry
It's a Jill problem.
Right.
I'm sorry, Jill.
That's all right. I think I'm okay with that. There's definitely worse times for that card to come up. Okay. Well, do you know what? I'm not going to go anywhere near your room, lest I make it worse for you. So I'll come here, hang out with Rebecca. Second action is going to be to open that door.
Could I grab some handgun bullets?
Do you know what? I think that's a good idea. That's a very good idea. I'll trade you those handgun bullets.
Yay!
So that's an action on my turn. So where's my character card gone? There we go. So I'm going to plonk that over there. You can't use them until your turn, James. So you would have to...
Oh, I have to reload.
Yeah, it's,
right.
Using an item is an action, so I'll just plonk them there
Gotcha.
for now. So I moved, I opened the door, I gave you some ammo. I've got one more action. There's a zombie staring me down. Let's take a couple of pot shots at it. What's the worst that could happen? Nothing. Nothing happens at all. So it moves forward because of this being fired at now. That's generally how it works. And then the reaction, he's going to move forward again.
The amber thingy card, does that mean it doubles its speed or?
Oh, whoops. Yeah, you're totally right. Yeah, good eye. So all of its movements would be 2 spaces. So it's moved all the way up here by me doing that. I do apologise, but,
I feel like the worst rules lawyer right now.
No, do you know what? What's that thing from Friends? Rules allow us to experience the fun, or whatever the Monica quote is. It's just that. Okay, so that's the reaction. And the tension is all clear.
Glad you gave me those handgun bullets.
Yeah, I'm glad I did, although you will have to make an evade to reload now, won't you?
Oh. Yeah.
Sorry.
No, Oh, it's a push. I can put it back in.
So you wouldn't... It's not a push, you're just looking for the arrows. The pushes only count when you're making an attack.
Oh, right, okay.
So you're really only looking for any of the arrows, which you scored enough. So you've successfully reloaded.
Ha 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 ha. Okay.
Owner of 8 handgun bullets, James.
Well, I will say this. Whilst we've burned through some ammo, we've not taken any wounds. So that's a good start.
Yeah, I'm doing my job. Not doing my job. Because I'm killing all these zombies. I'm going to burst fire again.
Oh, dear. Just move this
Go
up.
big or go home, you know?
Why not?
I mean, I can't go home, but... Oh, okay, it's 2 pushes.
2 pushes. That's not terrible. I think
No, James,
probably moving well out of our way. Back the way.
Push him towards his mate in the doorway.
Yeah.
Here somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is where we're going, right?
Right. Whatever, mate.
Why are these guys so persistently drunk? Like,
I'm gonna... I'll go for a... Hang on. I'm gonna go for a single shot.
Okay.
Ha!
Brilliant. Well done. Perfect. He is now corpse.
He's now corpse. Yeah, so that's 3 actions, and for my final, I'll walk in.
Excellent.
No, wait.
Yeah, there isn't any encounter cards. I've just wanted to double check, but because there's already an enemy there, we're not cruel enough to. So you can certainly move forwards if you like.
And this room is separate from this tile,
yes.
right?
There should be. There should be another door, or if I. Yes, there should. There is another door that's probably slipped between the tile.
Oh, okay.
I think we've. I know we haven't completely run out of doors.
We're running out of doors.
I think it's.
How many panels is that, Steve?
Hey, that's a dated YouTube Let's Play reference right there.
All right, I'm going to use my final action to move in there.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, cool. No
Attention.
reactions. Everything's a corpse or locked behind a door.
All clear.
Fantastic.
You can hear Russell outside, swaying on the wind. The longest of their branches tickle the window pane, scratching like nails. Lightning flashes, and a long shadow stretches over the floor. Suddenly, you're not sure the sound belongs to trees after all.
Ooh.
That's a good card. I like that one.
All right,
So,
Larry.
I'm trying to figure this out tactically because we have a goal of
It's the
getting
Barry.
through this door, and we have how many tension deck cards left? 17. That's not a whole lot of turns. All right, first action. I'm going to reload my handgun, so put that over there somewhere. Give myself 8 bullets.
Good idea, I think.
And I'm actually thinking, this is just pure galaxy brain from Steve. I have an old key. That needs an old key. And from what I can tell, the A and B tokens aren't weapons or keys. So I'm going to hope it's in this room that I'm assuming is a room.
Are you sure about that? The bit that they aren't weapons?
Oh, well, I mean... Barry has a psychic link with his 2 comrades right now, and he's trying to figure out, does he go for this room, which has a red encounter, on his own with 8 bullets, with a zombie on his bum, or does he try and make a beeline to use this small key?
I think, personally, it's better to press on than come back the way you came and meet up with us. Because there's a door on the other side, we can meet up that way, and we can come and help you if needs be, coming from the other angle.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe best not to tangle with that drunk zombie as you try and get through the door. Probably best to just...
Fair. Okay, so action 2, and then action 3, and then action 4 with possible regret, because that's his
Very
3
bold.
cards,
Very
isn't
bold.
it?
It is 3 cards. It's a deadly, deadly room.
Okay.
Find out
oof.
why it's deadly.
Alright, what does fate give us? 1 zombie, and his friend, empty. And then his other friend, also empty. Cool.
Oh, nice.
So, actually, while we're speaking of certain characters' abilities, there's a star symbol on the top of here. So if I swing on over to Jill's card, Fighting Spirit with an counter card with the star symbol is drawn. Jill and each other character on a tile heals 1 level. As I said, we haven't taken any wounds, but that would have been nice for me. But it's not necessarily relevant. But there you go. There's a character ability. But yeah, that was actually almost certainly the best thing you could have got from that room, I think. So, well, it's your choice. Where would you like him, in this corner or this corner?
Yes, you know what? Yeah, put him over in that corner.
Okay. Either way, it's reaction phase time, which means he's going to be on your square anyway, so I suppose it doesn't matter.
Tension deck time. Just to round us out. You know, this is where it's going to properly get me, isn't it? Oh no, okay, all clear. Low growls torment you, or sinister whispers that bleed from behind this voice. I have no idea where it came from, and it's going away right now. Okay, there we go. Don't know why Sherman wrote that on a card, but it is what it is.
It's like half Granny Resi, half Miss Doubtfire.
All right, James, lead the way. Show us how it's done.
It's me next, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, Si, lead the way. Show us how it's done.
2, 3, 4. There you go, that's how it's done. That's my turn. No reactions. There's all the closed doors. Not much else I can do. Draw a card. Flip it over. It's all clear. There you go. That's how it's done,
Beautiful.
Steve.
All right. Professional. I love it.
Because I don't trust these tension cards, I'm going to close this door.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
So 1 action.
Becky the door shutter. It's definitely a thing.
That is, yeah, I am door shutter. It's official. And tension. Oh no. Vigor Mortis. Your enemies lunge forward unpredictably, nails clawing through the air as their teeth snap at you. Enemies on this character's tile perform a reaction, but there's none.
Fantastic. That's a great time to pull that card.
Vigor Mortis, more like Vigor Lametis.
Got him.
Ah!
Alright, Steve. It's your
Okay.
time for some heroic action.
Action hero Barry.
Yep.
Killer of zombies and man who has not been bitten yet somehow. So for my first action, I'm going to close this door. And then I'm going to do is an evade roll for that zombie that's currently looking at my shoulder. As if it's some kind of tasty snack. It is, in fact, not a tasty snack.
Fantastic.
Right. Okay. For my next brazen move. Right.
B is for brave. B is
action
for Barry.
2 is try and get this bee. Do I have to roll again for an evade?
Yes.
I think I do, don't I?
Technically speaking, you would roll first, and if you roll the evade, you are allowed to do it. Otherwise, not so much. But fortunately, you're fine. You're good.
It's all legal. Steve's going to grab this B card. That's not right. Barry's being moved instead of the card. All right. So what is the last beat item? Please give it to me. It is a shotgun. All right. I see why Sai convinced me to go in here. Right. And picking random things. So how does the shotgun work? Let's take a quick look, just for the viewers' benefit.
Yeah. So this one's, now that we've seen the handguns, fairly self-explanatory stuff. Again, it's line of sight, which is handy. You roll 2 blue dice for 1 ammo. There's no rapid fire, so it's always 2 dice. And if you score what was formerly the push kind of giving symbol, this sort of arrow, you're going to score a damage. And if you get the double hit, you get a damage, and you get what's called blast effect, which is rather than picking. So you remember when you were fighting those 2 zombies on 1 square, basically, and you were picking one to target, and the other one was constantly moving forward. With this, it will affect every enemy on that square. So in this case, if you had 2 zombies on 1 square, perfect time to blast them, smush them both dead. Even better is that this shotgun has the decapitate rule, which is the symbol on the bottom. Which, again, just like the video game, you take the heads off, don't have to worry about corpses. So the shotgun is a really good way of making sure we don't have corpses to worry about.
And I'm not saying I'm eager for bloodshed or anything like that, or the fact that I've been emboldened by this zombie trying to bite me twice. But I'm now going to see, for my last action, if the shotgun does indeed work as it is marketed. So for 1 shell... Oh, where's the dial? I need the shotgun dial, don't I?
Dial, yeah.
Alright, okay. So, bit of it. There we go. Right, and 2 dice, and hopefully Barry's quirk make. Oh no, that's only for handguns, isn't it? Right, boof. And I've done 1 damage.
Yeah, that's enough to kill it. No corpse. Yeah, head comes clean off.
Nice.
All good. So make sure you pull down the shotgun ammo. So you spent 1. Fantastic.
And this feels like the first time in about 4 turns where Steve doesn't have to do a reaction phase.
Right, I was going to say, no reactions. Lucky you.
And all clear on the tension deck. Everything's coming up Barry House. Right.
Cool. All right. In that case, I'm going to flip the door open for 1. Give you a little bit of an easier run. Do you want me to grab the key, or is it worth it? I suppose it's not worth it.
I can trade it with you. So is trading like I can throw the key at you for your action, is that?
I can take it as part of my action, yeah. But I have to be in an adjacent square, so it would be 2, 3, and then you'd get your turn. I mean, either way, right?
Like I say, leave that for me then. I'll, because I mean, there's only, that room with the A item, I would say, is it worth it?
Yes, I was about to say it's almost worth not going in there at this stage. We've got 13 cards left, so I think the quicker we move, the better. So if we can avoid going in there, might be good.
I appreciate the door opening, wave, and then gesture for you to hurry on down the corridor.
Yeah, I think that's probably a clever way to do it. So I'm going to go and stand by the locked door and jiggle the handle a bit. Going to draw a tension card. It's all clear.
Sai, can I ask a question?
Yes,
I know,
of course.
Master of Unlocking skill. Jill can unlock a door if a character has the corresponding key in their inventory.
Steve, you're a
Does that work with the small key?
Oh, it's a global unlock, isn't it?
Yes, of course it is. You're quite right. So on my next turn, I can open that door. See, look at you. Oh. the big brain.
Just like went, hey, this is what the key looks like.
Yeah, basically, I'm not right. I got it. Yeah. Okay. Fantastic. Well remembered. So yeah, I don't have the actions to unlock it, unfortunately, but.
All right. So we're not going to bother with this item.
Unless you really want to go and grab some extra stuff.
Drama, but I won't.
I think we're going to have enough. We've got enough drama going on.
We've got everything we need, have we?
Oh yeah, we've picked up all the B items. We're looking for that sword key, and there's 1 room left to look in. I'm pretty sure we know where it's going to be.
Yeah. I can't actually do anything, can I? Because this door needs to be opened.
Not really. I mean, you could go and unlock that one-way door if you like,
Yeah, I'll do that.
and make our escape a little bit quicker.
And open there.
Go and secure our escape route first.
I'll take the card away as well.
There must be a back door somewhere.
Cool. No reactions to speak of.
Yep, so just attention now.
Look at this discard
All
pile.
clear.
Very organised.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, Bazza.
All right. So with my glorious beard, I sprint 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I just basically go, "You all right, guys? How you doing? Here's my Tetra deck card to screw everything up." Wait. No, rewind that. 3, 4. There we go. I'm gonna close that door.
Why not?
All clear. I was worrying for nothing. Okay, cool.
All right. Cool. Well, as you quite rightly pointed out, I can use your old key to unlock the simple lock, which is going to be. So again, as always, you look here, wherever the right card is. Oh, we're looking at the wrong one. We're looking for card number 5, which was the locked door old key, which is our last exploration card. Oh, we've walked... Hang on a minute. Sorry, I do apologise. On Rebecca's turn, we walked through the fixed narrative. Because it fell through the tile.
Yeah.
So I think before I take my turn, we'll do that.
Okay.
Okay.
So what's involved with that?
For the fixed narrative token, first of all, you want to flip over the narrative card here, which is the one with the sort of pause symbol shield thing on it. Both of them, if you like, but this one mainly.
Radio static. Draw the top card from the mission deck and begin the mission.
And the mission deck is this one here with the word approved on it.
Send a sign. Your radio bursts into life. A granny voice.
Granny voice.
A granny voice breaking. It's Steve. Breaking through the static.
Sin. There you go.
Alpha me You reply, but it looks like your radio is broken. Draw cards until this character has found 4 or more clues, or abandons the mission. If this character found 3 or more clues, place Brad Vickers in the reserve. If the character abandons the mission, remove Brad Vickers from the game.
Okay, so this is a whole new dynamic for Resident Evil the War game missions. So the idea being that whilst we're wandering around exploring the mansion, for example, there's 3 of us. Chris Redfield, he's not exactly just sort of sat in the mansion hall twiddling his thumbs or anything. He's going off doing things. So there'll be examples in missions where we can send reserve characters, in this example, Chris Redfield, or maybe someone else that we've encountered, off to go and perform various activities like this one. So in this case, we have to pick Chris to go on this mission, or we could, I think we have to do it. Yeah, I think we have to do it. I mean, we can abandon it at any time, so whatever. But it looks like Chris is going to go out on this mission. So essentially what, James, you're going to be doing is drawing from the encounter deck. So if I was to look at a discarded encounter card, you can see at the top, like I pointed out the star symbol earlier, they all have different symbols. There's clue icons, which is the little magnifying glass, and there's wound icons, as they've always been in Resident Evil. So basically you're going to be drawing from the encounter deck. You're not going to be looking at necessarily what's in the room. That's not important. We're looking for the clues at the top. So in this instance, we're looking for 4 or more clues to help us save Brad. Or alternatively, the mission can end if you draw... Well, you can abandon the mission, or if you draw 5 wounds, Chris is dead. So it'll be up to you whether or not you want to abandon, or when you want to abandon this mission, or what. So let's bring Chris over here. So yeah, you just want to
finally my dreams can come true.
Start flipping through. I don't know how many cards are left in there. We might have to put the discard pile together, but flip through, and we're looking for four clues at least, or until you say.
We found the first one.
That's one.
Right.
Yeah, that's the icon you're looking for. So you
got 2 cards
ignore the
left.
text. Oh, you've flipped all of them.
Another clue.
Okay.
And another clue.
Cool. So I don't know how to make a stack in here. That's the
I'm not. I tried to look into it earlier. I'm not sure how to do it. Stack actions. Take N.
Can we just? You can't like select, click all of them.
Shuffle them, like if you select them all together and then shuffle them or something, and that might do it.
This is the only thing about tabletop, various parts of tabletop here that I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
That's unfortunate. Well, you know what? For the sake of brevity and continuing the game, let's just say you drew an extra clue. Because, I mean, in all likelihood, you were going to do it before Chris was dead anyway.
Yeah.
Probably should have. I will have to look into how to assemble decks in this. So, fantastic. If this character found 3 or more, well, it says 4 there and it says 3, so that's obviously a mistake that we need to fix. So, either way, we have found Brad Vickers. So we can flip this big card over here. And there's Brad. So we have rescued Brad, which he now goes into the reserve, and we can send him out on missions instead. Any wounds that Chris might have accrued at this point stay on him. So if someone was to play at Chris in the next scenario, he would come in wounded. They obviously can be healed up like any other character as well. But they don't just go away at the end of the mission. It's something that you need to keep your eye on. But that's the mission. There we go, we did it. Well done, James, you succeeded.
Alright.
Brad Vickers is safe.
He's a reserve only.
He is a reserve only. For now.
Thanks, Brad Vickers.
Okay. Sorry, well, we should have done that before my turn. So my turn is flip the door. And I'm going to enter. So here you go. Here's room 5. Fairly standard stuff. It's that one big room here. Plonk that right in the middle. Disturb all of the tiles, I'm sure. Yeah, there we go. Sorry, Brad. Sorry, Barry. Sorry, Ethan. God, this is all falling apart very quickly.
Hey.
The only thing about tabletop here is it's so clunky sometimes.
There's some things that are really good about it, and there's some things that aren't.
It's really great for like being able to play online like situations like this, but it does come with a certain degree of clunk, unfortunately.
There's a door somewhere in there. We know where it is.
Yep. So also in this room of note is the C item, which is probably something rather important, and something rather terrifying is also in there to greet us.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, goody.
Which is a hunter.
Love them.
Which is exactly why this hunter card was here. As we've seen, threat level 4. It's got a movement of 2, and it has health of 3. So I got. So I'm just going to step in there, aren't I, for my second action? That's what that was. I got 2 more actions. I guess I'm just going to start firing it and hoping for the best. But Barry, if you want to bring up the rear, it would be much appreciated.
Walks past, closes door. Good luck. No, this is not a PvE game.
Right.
I mean, this is not a PvP game.
Let's fire.
We haven't mentioned it as well that like if one of us goes down and we don't get to the end, we will fail this, right?
Right. If it was a situation where we had no way of picking anyone up, it's over. Thankfully, first aid sprays can be used to resuscitate characters, and Rebecca has 2 of them, so that's good at least. But you know, looking at the situation now, we're likely to run out of cards or ammunition and be kind of boned before we run out of health. But okay, so I rolled 1 hit, so that's good. I'm going to place a wound on the card just to make it nice and clear. Do you know what? I'll fire. I think I've got 2 more shots. I've got 4 more shots. I'll fire 3 more. Nah, not enough. That's not good. So he's going to perform a reaction to that. So it's just a standard reaction for him. So a hunter's range is 1. He's just slightly out of range, so he'll move in. Which does mean now on the reaction phase, now that I've done my 4 actions, he's going to do his attack.
Doesn't he get? Does he get to dodge your bullet?
Sorry, you're quite right. If the enemy is hit by an attack, roll a blue dice if the result is a full evade. Yeah, so I should have done that first time. Sorry. See, look at you guys picking up on all my mistakes.
That's why we're here. That's why we're here to play the game.
Alright, so I did hit it, that's fine. And now it's going to attempt to attack me, so I'm going to evade that. Unsuccessfully. So this is the small evade. With this being a medium-sized enemy, I need the sort of dashed arrow or the full arrow. So he's actually hit me. So I have been the person to take the first wound, which is just the one. I'll move my entire thing.
Click your board, press L, boss. There you go.
There you go. Taken 1 wound, and now it's tension deck time. Barry saved me, etc.
What is that? Is that an injury I can smell?
Okay, it's all clear.
Right. So I'm not sure how many moves I've got. So
I
one,
think,
2, 3. Oh, yeah, we've got line of sight.
Is it? Wait. What turn we went? I think it's Rebecca next, actually, isn't it?
Oh
yeah.
yeah, it is. So I'll step here and I mean, why change tradition, really?
Short control bursts when there's James? Nah.
Okay, that's a push.
Okay.
And it doesn't react.
Make sure you roll that blue dice to see if it does get pushed.
Yes. It's a full evade, right?
Yeah,
It
you
needs
need a
to
full
make-
evade
yeah.
for it to evade,
Alright,
so it's
then
fine.
It got pushed, and I got 1 bullet left, guys. Oh, here we go. Okay, now.
Nothing. So it's going to move towards me again. Could you be so kind as to... Well, I know the door is sort of sunk underneath the mountain, but...
I will. Yes, I have closed the door.
Fantastic.
The door is closed. This does mean, though, that Barry won't get a shot.
Oh, you're right.
Point,
Oh,
actually. Would you rather
You know
risk
what?
getting hit or...
that's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Don't close the door, because actually that kind of calls attention to another rule that I just wanted to bring up. So,
Okay.
this is something from Resident Evil 3, so people that have played Resident Evil 3, the board game, will be aware of this. Enemies have more than one kind of attack. So, as you can see on the Hunter here, on the Hunter card, it's got a second attack here. This symbol in the center kind of determines what attack it gets. So if you're looking at the tension deck card, the most recently drawn tension deck card actually has that little X-Man symbol. So he's going to do this attack instead. So its range is 2, which is fine because it's, you know, practically in my square. Not quite, but practically. So it's well within range. If it hits me, it does 3 damage, which is pretty deadly. So I'm going to have to try and make an evade for that, which I don't do. So it does 3 damage, which is going to take me right down to danger.
I got you.
And also on the part of that attack, this final little symbol here with the sort of claw with the arrow, that is called assault. So it's going to be in my square as well. It's going to move directly on top of me to do that. So that was fun.
Yeep.
And then it's tension deck time for this turn. That's your tension, James.
All clear.
All clear, but it's got that symbol again, so that's slightly worrying.
Okay, so Barry now makes a frantic dash around the corner at the same speed he would walking. 1, 2, 3. Looks at the current situation and thinks this is a shotgun situation.
I think you're probably right.
And we hope for the best, because if he misses, oh dear. Alright, okay. We are now rolling the dice. And we've got 1 damage on it, but now I need to roll for its evade, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it successfully did so.
Oh, no.
Fantastic.
We're all gonna die. We're all gonna die. It's game over, man.
Alright, well, the reaction phase is going to be me again. It's on my square. It's more interested in me.
Oh, no.
Question. Now I've fired and it's evaded my shot. Does it get to dodge? As in, does it have its own out-of-sequence reaction, sorry? For its successful dodge.
Do you know, this is very unprofessional of me, but I'm not actually sure quite what the rule would there. I think it probably would actually get an out-of-sequence attack, which either way, I have to roll on evade for it. It's more interesting. Well, actually, no. There's no such thing as an out-of-sequence attack. It would be a move. So it's already on my square. Yeah, so that's all good. But yes, I've rolled my evade and I rolled successfully. Thank goodness. So I'm still clinging on to life.
And then tension deck time. Crimson Rage! Oh no, what? A roar breaks the silence as a foe, once dead, violently drags itself to its feet, deadly talons raking the walls. Remove the closest corpse and replace it with a crimson head.
Do you know what the beautiful irony of this is? Is that one I said, put it out of the way and we won't have to worry about it.
Yeah! This is great.
So that guy over there gets up. Much more clawed and vicious than before with the Crimson Head model, as you'll notice. A bit more jaggedy. So the Crimson Head's fun. especially because this door is open, so he's now linked to us. The Crimson Head has the ability Feral Chase, which means it performs a move anytime anyone makes a move. Which is great.
He's
a
full-on party crasher. Okay.
Yeah, so he's going to be coming our way very quickly. Yeah, Becky, it's you're going to see what we deal with the situation. Oh no, wait, it's my go first.
It's your turn, yeah.
Which presents somewhat of a problem. I think it's probably best for me to get out of there, isn't it?
We need that item though, don't we?
Yeah, but
we do.
I can't take care of this hunter. I've got one handgun shot.
Yeah.
I mean, I can evade. I guess I can evade into the corner and try and grab it, but then you guys have got to clear it out either way.
Oh man, we should have got that A item, shouldn't we?
What's the trading rules? Like, can I give an item to you from being adjacent to you?
Yeah, if I'm adjacent.
I mean, technically you are.
Yes,
I'm
but
in the doorway.
this is my turn, so I would have to roll on evade to get a trade.
I would say.
Pass me the shotgun.
Yes, that was my thought.
Do you know what? I'm actually up for that. Let's try it.
I mean,
okay.
You can either get a shotgun, or I can trade you a first aid spray.
Yeah, good point. That's also sounds like a solid deal.
You're both in the same spot. Do you know what? I kind of want to do the action heroics of taking the shotgun from you and blasting it in the face.
No, that's fair.
So let's roll an evade. I successfully evaded to get the trade, so I'll take the shotgun, please.
There you go.
Thank you.
Complete with dial.
Thank you very much. So that's my...
Joe, take this!
Exactly. And we'll scroll that down one. We'll roll the 2 dice. Come on. Right, that's 2 damage. It's enough to kill it. Let's just see if it evades. It doesn't.
Yes!
So it did work exactly as it should in the movies.
Amazing.
It's dead. So that was fantastic. 2 actions to do that. Trade and the kill. 3, 4 over to the sea. And that's my turn. Because I've moved twice, the Crimson Head is going to go 1, 2. I do apologise.
That's okay.
It's like poetry. It just rhymes. George Lucas is thinking about that. You know, the zombie appears at the start of the game and now is chasing us right at the end.
It won't make a react. Well, actually, it will make a reaction. It will move as part of the reaction as well. So that will come and join you now. But there's not. It's kind of try and move you over without knocking you over. There you go. It's on your square. And then the tension is all clear. And also scary big cross symbol.
I didn't mean to break the board, but I've broken the board. Someone help me, please. I clicked something I shouldn't have done. I'm sorry.
That's alright.
I've fallen and I cannot get up.
Oh my god.
There we go. That's fine. Alright, it's all good. Fret not.
Tabletopia. We'll blame Tabletopia instead of Steve being click happy. Yes. That's first aid spray quality. There we go.
The room is fine.
I can't. It's floating.
This is fine. This is fine. Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Right. Where are we at?
Yeah, with
Becky's turn, isn't it? So.
Yeah, Crimson Head is in the wall. I'm not sure what he's doing, but he's hanging about. But yeah,
I guess there's not a whole lot you can do, is there? You can't attack it.
Can I push it?
No, you can only... The only ways you can push an enemy is with an attack that causes a push, or if you fail an evade, then you get to push it off you, much like in the video games where it grabs you and you kind of push it away from there.
Oh, then I'll tell you what I'll do. Is it in my square?
It is in your square, so you'll have to... Is it? Yeah, you guys are all in the same square.
Yeah.
So you'll have to try and make an evade before you can move at all. So that's the 2 blue dice.
Yes!
Successful.
And I'm just gonna look at your face and your entire body and spray you down.
Cool. So a first aid spray heals by 3 levels unless you're Rebecca.
I get an additional level with medical supplies. And that was a free action.
It's a free action. Because that is Rebecca's other ability. She's
an ambulance.
She very much is an ambulance. So you got 2 more actions still to go. I mean, technically, you could pick up the C item if you want.
I could. I think I'm going to do that, actually. Are you kidding me?
Most of my problems have been Tabletopia just being a complete mess.
Yeah.
Oh
that's,
dear.
I will grab our key. Haha!
All right. We
Okay,
only
guys.
have 6 turns to get there, but we're gonna get there.
Oh, now I've pulled up the world. Sorry. Oh dear. Tabletopia.
So the sword key unlocks doors locked by the sword key.
I think.
Unless, yeah.
I think I'm
okay,
cursed.
hang on.
This happens to me every time. Bury the
Oh,
sea item.
it's Barry. Hang on.
Why are you moving me?
What? Because your gun was in the way.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
That's close enough.
There you go.
Alright, okay.
Sorted.
Yeah, did you close that door? Not that it matters, but
No.
yeah.
I did not close that door now.
Yeah, so
Okay.
Barry, you're on the same space as the Crimson Head, so you'll have to make an evade.
Alright.
Just for the standard attack, so it's all good.
Oh, I didn't. Sorry, I didn't roll tension. But it's reaction first.
Reaction first. So Barry successfully evaded. Well done.
Thank you.
Now it's time to draw tension.
All clear. Thank goodness.
Cool.
5 cards left.
Yeah, this is possibly not doable, but that's fine.
We just have to get one person or everybody onto that
Everybody
token.
needs to get out. But on the plus side, if you get out, you don't have to draw a tension deck card. So that's nice. But the key is several squares away.
Unless,
Alright.
unless Steve, unless you want to make a break for it now, right? And then, like, kind of cut off, like, some of the time killing the thing. So then we'll kill it.
I am thinking making a run for it. But if I fail and evade, do I not move, or do I move and take damage?
If you fail and evade, you don't move and you take damage. But the Crimson Head, you can push it into an adjacent square.
Okay, right. Let's do that then. So I want to attempt to move to lower. So I need to roll an evade first. I succeed.
Well done.
All right. 1, 2. Oh yeah. No, that works. Okay. 3. Then for my final action, I will do a 3-round burst at this ugly sod's head.
Needs must, I suppose.
Yeah. All right. I mean, it's the handgun, so you never know. I might get lucky. Boof. We at least get a shot at a push. So 1 hit. Ow! My HP is lower than it previously was, and somehow the bullet pushes it to the side. Wait, no. If I push it that way, it's in your guys' way.
Well, either way, it's going to react to the
Move
turn
close.
and move back
Oh, that's-
towards you. So
Yeah, let's push him back, and then he can like just go. Oh, my reaction is to move exactly where I was.
it certainly is.
Boof.
Plus, if you, I don't know, if you move him there, say you can get a shot on him, but like with the shotty, but
He would have ended up like he's either going to end up here or here either way.
Oh, true,
Yeah.
true.
Okay, tension.
All clear.
Okay. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Unfortunately, I can't do anything about.
He react moves when you do, right? So for each one, he would have moved towards
yes,
you.
I think he's probably going to move on your square because you were the closest.
Oh yeah, good point. Good point. Hello.
Yeah. So unfortunately, I can't do anything about him. Sorry. So you're going to have to make another evade.
Chunky Barry finally takes some damage. When Barry fails an enemy, he can push every enemy. Well, that doesn't matter much to me, so he's going to just go sod off over there. And how much damage does he do for his basic attack? Or is it even? Is it?
Just
Is he even on his basic attack?
I think
Is he
he
on?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. Just the one.
Alright. Okay, it's fine. Barry has a whole 4 HP left. It's cool.
All right. So now it's my turn. This guy's gonna move into your thing again.
I'm evade rolling, am I?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
He'll just.
Yeah.
He would have
Yeah.
react moved onto
you're in the
me,
same
and I'd be a bit.
situation.
Alright, okay, cool. It's fine. I have HP for days. Apparently, I made a mistake. Right. I fail the evade roll and take more HP, and then shove that zombie directly in someone's path, even though I think it's my go next.
Actually, you'll take 2 damage because of the most recent card.
He-
It's all clear, which means a bit of a nastier bite.
that's cool.
Uh-oh.
He says, lying to himself. Right. I have How many attention deck cards we got left? 3. That's 1 each. I don't think we can do this now.
I don't think we can.
Wait, no. If it's Jill's go next, and Sai can get through that door, they don't have to pick up a attention deck card.
So it'd be 1, 2, 3 to open the door, 4 to step through, and then I'd need another 2 actions to step on the exit symbol, and then another to leave.
Oh no!
So it's gonna
well, we can at least take this guy down, can't we?
go for it.
We're going for the Rogue One ending.
The Rogue One ending. Okay, hang on. I'm trying to select all the dice. Here we go. Another 3-round burst. And it's 3 of the not hits that do hit because I'm Barry, and that thing is out of there.
Well done.
Wow, I mean, what a way to go out.
Yeah.
Cool.
And for my second action, I'm going to stand here looking at the door, or rather puzzled, and then go, Jill, can you trade with me for my third action?
You'd have to step slightly closer, Barry.
Okay,
Be
cool.
an adjacent square. So
Wait, that makes it worse. Never mind. Never mind.
Yeah.
Wait. Action 1, I've shot the zombie. Action 2, I'm adjacent. Action 3, trade.
Trade?
Wait, no, that still doesn't work.
It doesn't. Yeah, make a difference.
Action 4, Barry just stands there looking pretty and picks up a attention deck card.
He doesn't stand
Wait.
there, falls over.
We've been ignoring something this entire time, and I feel really bad to point it out now.
What's that?
Oh, wait, no, threat levels would have made a thing. This guy moves.
Oh yeah, there's an open door there.
Wait, what?
Oh.
It's okay, because the Crimson Head would have been taking up all the reaction stuff, right? Or would he have reacted anyway?
Yeah, at the end of every turn, he would have reacted. Do you know what? What open door?
Okay. Yeah.
Did we not close that door?
No.
I guess not, but, you know, for the sake of fun, let's just say we did.
Okay.
I think we failed, so, you know.
That wasn't all clear. Not that it's going to change the future, but...
Alright.
Wait. No, it wouldn't work.
3 to open, 4 to step through. I'm going to draw a attention deck card. Oh, I'm going to turn it over.
I'm the only one who's going to be able to get to that token.
Oh,
No, we still might do it, James. We still might do it.
Yeah.
James,
Okay.
sprint. Save the day, Miss Rebecca JB. There we go.
So you'll be on the token. Oh. Draw the attention deck card, which is the last card.
Does that matter? Does he have to pick a card if he's not?
You have to leave the scenario, which is an action.
Okay.
Deepening paranoia, you see movement from the corner of your eye. The shadows hiding enemies waited to strike. If the next character is on the same tile at the start of their tension phase as they began their turn on, they must draw 2 additional cards, and there are none.
Do you know what? I'm okay with that because I don't think that's going to be a problem. Alright, Barry. It's your turn.
1, 2.
3 to get out.
Boof. Yeah. But
Done.
there's no cards left to pick.
But now you're out of the scenario, you don't have to draw attention deck cards. So your turn is over immediately. There's no reactions, nothing. So you're safe. It's all good. My turn, it's going to be much the same. And then James's turn, much the same.
Oh crap, we made it!
So we made it in the last possible second.
Holy moly!
Alright.
Do you know what? Just to give us the benefit of the doubt, even with all of that, I don't think this zombie would have been able to get to us.
I'm not so sure about that. That door was open a long time, this sort of one that was connected,
okay.
so...
Never
Yeah.
mind.
Keen observers in the comment section point out if this zombie, this one that's currently flying around the board at high speed, had actually made it to get in the way and ruin this perfect game that we did without wrecking the table 42 times. You know, I had a lot of fun though. I'm gonna be honest.
GG.
Good. I'm glad. Yeah, that was good. I think we got a good example of some of the new elements in there that make Resident Evil the board game kind of stand out from previous stuff that we've done. So that's what's important to me.
Yeah, like I love the lighter mechanic, and I love the encounter mechanic as well. Like that's been put in. Love that.
Yeah, it really adds more to that sort of RNG replayability to the encounter deck. And, you know, speaking as someone that's been playtesting for the last couple of weeks, experimenting with where you want to put the corpses to burn them and stuff like that's great. It really does make it feel more like this specific Resident Evil compared to anything else. So,
And even then, we still managed to get the odd Hollywood action moment in. It was nice.
Absolutely. It's surprising how often that can happen, to be honest.
And the other huge thing is like the open world, kind of like, because that's what you guys have been pushing as well. It's like, and it does feel like that. It feels like you're just in the dark at first, and then I mean, we started only with 2 corridors, and then now we've got all this. It feels super cool to go through that journey.
Yeah, it's all as I say, keenly aware of making this specifically that Resident Evil DNA, and as Steve said, you get all these action heroics because it's weird how many different stories you can have just playing this game that you can share with other players. Like we just had with the swapping the shotgun around and blasting the hunter in the face, or Barry just unloading on the Crimson Head at the last possible moment. It's always fun to share those kind of stories. So hopefully people watching at home have enjoyed our little run through this sort of demo of Resident Evil the board game. At the time of speaking, it is available to back on Kickstarter. If the Kickstarter campaign has ended, there will be sort of late pledges and stuff like that, so keep your eye out. And then eventually, down the line, it will come to retail. But I can't recommend enough getting on the Kickstarter early, because A, you'll get it before everyone else, and B, you get a bunch of exclusive goodies with it as well. Plus, if you're part of the Kickstarter campaign, you can take part in what is currently ongoing, the sort of narrative choose your own adventure, which I know is a soft spot for First Aid Spray fans as well. Sherwin has been doing a choose your own adventure throughout the Kickstarter campaign to decide which characters are going to get exclusive, advanced, leveled up versions as well. Some of which have been expected characters, some of which have been surprises to even us at Steamforged. So it's been good fun. Alright, thanks for joining me, gents, and thanks for watching, everyone, our playthrough of Resident Evil the board game. Subscribe to stay up to date with all of our stuff. We do various Resident Evil things of all kinds, not just the board game. And, as always, Dancing Hunter says, have a good week.